Tell me what I'm feeling. I'm high above the ceiling. Tell me what I'm feeling. Tell me why my body floats past the sky. I'm watching clouds sinking by. I'm falling off. I see it now. I see it. Well, you look so good that you flip me upside down. Upside down. Me upside down. Flip me upside down. Well, you look so good that you flip me upside down. Flip me upside down.
Greetings and salutations, good people. My name is Bragley, and welcome to a very special episode of the Cave of Forgotten TV Shows. Today, I am going to review a very classical and all greatness of Britain, Dennis the Menace. Character crafted from... No, not that, Dennis. This one. No. I saw one episode and I didn't like it. I meant this. You weren't supposed to see that. Ah, yes, this is the Dennis I'm talking about. A brute that always wanted what he wanted. He would never say sorry to anyone. He would only feel pain and misery by firing his slingshot and pea shooter, bingamabob, and many other crimes against the childhood imagination. He was such a rotten kid, and his partner in crime was the dog. Ah, yes, the dog was a menace too. Always bit the rear end, a very British postman who ever wore the blues. But before we start our adventure with the cartoons of Dennis, you must realise that most stuff today, cartoons today, were actually just made on the spot sometimes. But there are some cartoons that are based around real stuff that actually existed in a comic. Yes, most cartoons like Dennis actually were comics. Most cartoon characters are comic book characters, like Garfield. And, that American Viking, there's that couple that argued. Whatever. What I'm saying is that some cartoon characters that started out didn't start on TV. They mostly started out as comic book characters. And like them, they got famous! And that's why I'm here to tell you how this guy made cartoon comedy on the CBBC channel. Yeah, I got that right. Yeah, I got it 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 right. As the story slowly starts through history, Dennis started out as a black and white comic. But as time went on, the first colour that made Dennis who he is was the black and white striped t-shirt, because in this scenario of Dennis's evolution of being what he is today was when Dennis began to get his official black and white striped t-shirt. And this is also when Dennis had had a Fallout character who basically was the nerd who was his fall down, as in the wimpy kid that didn't want to do anything naughty, the one that wanted to ruin Dennis's rotten fun. And that's what Walter turned into. Next, Dennis suddenly evolved into the next stage of his life, when Walter had friends and also Dennis had friends to help them stop or have more fun being babyish. This also brought into the picture new characters like a baby version of Gnasher with a very sharp fang, and also in this evolution of Dennis, 2 or 3 characters evolved to be Dennis's adult enemies, were the policeman, his dad, and the colonel. I actually remember one episode that was very bonkers. Dennis actually had to have his socks taken by the military because they were too smelly for regular people to clean up. But wherever there was a good side, there was always a dark side, including Dennis the Menace. This was probably during its dark days of CGI 3D animation. Dennis suddenly turned from a 2D cartoon into a 3D cartoon. They kicked out the other characters that helped Dennis's plan succeed. In honest opinion, it was a good thing because they broke a lot of barriers around Dennis's character and stuff. I would tell you what they are, but I don't want to ruin my following because maybe some of them are kids. Well, folks, it looks like another exciting episode of Bradley Davis's Cave of Forgotten TV Shows has come to a sad ending. But you don't have to worry about that, because the next review, I'm reviewing a really good series that involves a cartoon series that actually talks about the history of how the Americans started the American Revolution. And what cartoon is that? Liberty Kids! Goodbye, folks. See you soon.